moss coming a long ways down.
Oh right, okay.
And then get some leaves and pack it in between, and then try and do another layer on top so it insulates it. And that way I've got leaves things coming off the fire underneath. Hopefully if the wind's in my favour, will come up and
So I'm off to check on the participants. They've had their first night out. It was very, very windy last night. So I'm curious to see how they coped.
Just spent the morning working on a gorse set, which was really hard, and then went over for a wander by the river and found. But yeah, that was really soft. So the willow on willow is really soft, and the gorse on the gorse is really hard.
What's the principle?
Yeah, so then I decided to try gorse on willow and got smoke. So this is why I'm collecting already. I don't want to be the one that makes the coal and then can't keep it going. So I'm just doing a bit of prep. I'm starting to just build up my fire area.
How was your night last night?
Long. I went to bed at about 7 o'clock and then woke up at about 7, so I was in there for about 12 hours, and it was really warm actually for most of the night until like the early hours of the morning, and then I started to get a bit chilly. There's a bit of not an opening, but there's a place where the wind can come through, and it was quite windy. So.
How did the wind affect you? Because it was really, really windy last night.
Oh, not that badly then.
Okay.
I feel well rested, but a bit weak through lack of food.
How about water? You still going on your water?
I had a bit left from yesterday, and then this morning I went and collected some dew and squeezed it in, but it tastes a bit like soap because it's come off my t-shirt. So I've got a little bit, but this is why I'm just feel quite focused on trying to get a fire, because once I get a fire,
then that's next. More water. Yeah. How's your night?
It's okay. Yeah, I didn't get round to doing the door, and so that made it a bit chilly.
Was the wind direction coming in that way?
Yeah.
Because it was pretty blustery.
Yeah. I just had that up as a sort of rain thingy, but no, I was pretty warm. There's only one point, I don't know what time it was, but in the dead of night when I felt a little bit chilly, but it was okay.
Have you had enough water so far?
Yeah, I'm still on the same.
On the rainwater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about, did you have a crack at fire making last night?
No, I decided
to conserve energy.
At the beginning of the day I wasn't going to bother trying that, so I was going to
leave that to today.
Fun?
Leave that to today.
Yeah, and just been enjoying wandering through, getting the twigs, and then the sun came out, so I was having a little meditation.
How's your night?
I wouldn't say it was a quick night. It seems that the wood beings wanted to give me a slightly harder time than I thought. Or rather than not than what I thought, than what I really fancied at the time. You would not, I properly prayed last night. It's possible to really put your heart in it, to really mean it. When you're dying of thirst, haven't eaten anything much. I mean, those elderberries, they taste amazing. And my arm's so weak, but in this debilitated state, and and this wet wind coming through all the time, and it was getting dark. I was trying to do it in the dark.
Did you get it last night?
No.
Okay.
So I didn't get a fire. It wouldn't let me have one. Nowhere near, actually. But I knew that I had a really good shelter, and I was still. Even in the night, I couldn't get that comfortable. It's one of those nights I'm not sure if I actually slept or not. But I was still a bit smiling because the wind was howling through. But I just had a slight breeze going through me. My feet were cold and wet. And in between efforts, it was still another 20 efforts this morning and the 30 efforts yesterday. And in between efforts, I was just out like this, so like arms lolling around, staring at the sky. And in between, I had to just when I was getting going, then I suddenly had to chuck everything back in my basket, and hurl it into the den, because down came the moistness, either rain or just a wet cloud.
Have you had much water then?
No.
Is that the mission now, is to boil some up?
I didn't want to leave camp yesterday with 3 litres of water in my bowl. I just hazel on elder, hazel which I made my den out of, and which has been a friend always, and elder which has been giving me berries, which have been golden. I was thinking hazel on elder would be a beautiful thing. I was trying hazel on willow, willow on willow, willow on elder, elder on elder, all these combinations. I burnt through. I got all these used boards from the coal, getting it from the coal into a bundle. Now that was lucky. That just took one attempt. I was muttering incantations, I think, while it was happening, and just trying to call every silly mistake I've ever made, thousands of them, and try for this to be the time for that not to happen. And then the moment it was lit, blue skies, the sun, where you can still see there's this wind going there. A beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. And then just turn it into a bonfire, just to, that fire's not going out.
Right.
It was windy. It was windy up there.
What, you felt it up there? Yeah, it was pretty windy.
Yeah, and a couple of sections that had actually come down. I moved to call for the space size. I think it was a pretty good call. So I went over it today and then just put a cross beam across the top, but went again the other way to kind of try and brace it up, give some height.
Yeah, I can see light sort of through it all, so if it rained you'd most probably get wet in the top bit.
Yeah. He's going to take some bits.
So you had an attempt at fire?
There you go. 2 coals last night.
2 coals?
We went. So it's like, right, leave it, save your energy, have a go tomorrow. I'll make sure you get them into the bundle as well.
Wow, okay.
So it's like, right, it's not good about it. Let's just get some sleep. I'm cracking it today. So I'm out for the forage.
I see.